Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Yes, you probably read that title and you were like, what the f is happening, Frank? But let me explain. But first, before I explain, I want to acknowledge I have a new mic, I have a new camera, period. And the quality is very much tea. But yes, we are sitting here without health insurance, and I'll explain a little bit about why and why this pisses me off. So yeah, this is just a rant, but like I hope y'all can relate to it. I hope you don't, because I hope y'all are insured. But for anybody who might have found themselves in a similar situation, I hope that you're not in that situation anymore. But this is the situation I'm in right now. I live in the US, and as you all may know, we don't have universal health care. A lot of times, our insurance is tied to whether or not we have a full time job. Now, I am only 25 as of now, and I'm turning 26 this year. In the US, under the Affordable Care Act, which is a healthcare law here, people under the age of 26 are able to be under their parents' medical insurance plans. So that has been the case for me, but my dad, he would get insurance through his job. Now, my dad suffered an accident, a car accident back in, I believe, 2024, and that put him out of work for a few months. Thankfully, my dad is fine, but he went out of work. So my dad's job requires him to work a minimum amount of hours to get health insurance in the next year. So unfortunately, because of that accident, my dad did not meet that required number of hours. We were unfortunately kicked off of our health insurance plan at the start of this year. Yay! Even my dog is pissed about it. She's gonna go find those health insurance bozos and teach them a lesson. I'm just kidding. Please don't sue me. So yeah, that has left me and basically the rest of my family without any health coverage, any health insurance. So yeah, we are cooked right now. And this year I was very committed to, locking in, really getting my shit together, trying to lose weight. I'm addressing the acne situation here. I've been cleaning my face. I've seen some improvements. I've been doing this since last year, towards the end of the year, I will say. So, I'm going to keep doing it. We'll see more progress along the way. But I was going to the dermatologist. I was, full transparency, I was getting therapy. Yeah, none of that is going to happen anymore until I get a new health insurance plan. Now, thankfully, I am able to be covered under my employer's plan. I do work full time outside of this YouTube stuff, but the rest of my family is out of coverage now. So they won't have health insurance until we either pay for it out of pocket through what's called the ACA marketplace. My dad could get a COBRA extension, which essentially is the option where he gets to continue on his employer's plan, but he has to pay for it out of pocket. And now if he wants to continue on that plan, he would have to pay about 1.5K out of pocket, and that's coverage just for himself. There's the 3K option if he wants to cover all of us in the family. Girl, do we look like we have? Girl, look around. Do we look like we have that kind of money? Like, no shade, we are not rich. But that's the reality that a lot of us Americans have to face, and that is just the unfortunate truth about this country's healthcare system. The unfortunate truth about how health insurance works here. It is all a corporate scam. My dad even was like, you're telling me that this is what our companies have to pay each month, 3K, 1K, just for us to have insurance in the case that we get sick, right? Because my dad, no shade to him, but he'll only go to the doctor when he's like about to die. So like, I know on the other hand, I can go to the doctor for preventative care. But again, the point is that if we want to go to the doctor now, whether we want to go for preventative care or if we have a serious illness, we will be out of coverage and we will have to pay hundreds to thousands of dollars out of pocket. That isn't right. And I just want to say to anybody who is currently who currently doesn't have health insurance because of the massive layoffs that have happened in the country, or who are, just aging out of their parents' plan and don't have another option. I hope that you know that there are options available, that there are ways to get affordable care. Thankfully, because of the Affordable Care Act, we have this marketplace that we could go and shop for different health insurances. I've heard and I know that they are not the best, but having some insurance is better than having no insurance, because God forbid you suffer an accident or any other circumstance, it'll be something. But I understand that unfortunately for a lot of us, especially those who don't have as much money or don't have jobs currently, that those funds, right, those monthly premiums that we have to pay, it's basically a subscription service essentially. Think of it like you're paying $300, not like for Netflix, but instead of Netflix is it's life-saving coverage in case you get into an accident or some, God forbid, get sick. Yeah, this country would rather let you die than actually do something about it. I know, of course, that there, for people who are of low income backgrounds, that there are things like Medicaid. Each state has their own type of Medicaid. If you are an older adult, you may be eligible for Medicare. But the point I want to make and emphasize is that none of us should have to deal with this. Other countries with universal health care do not have to worry about aging out of plans or losing their employer-based health insurance coverage. Yes, they pay more in taxes, but it is for the common good. In this country, we would rather have billion-dollar corporations be in charge of whether we live or we die. Because even when you do have health insurance, you will get your claims denied. Let's say I want to go to the dermatologist to get some sort of acne treatment. My provider could at any point say, oh, we don't want to cover that. You have to pay the hundreds of dollars that it costs to do that without our coverage. You ask yourself, why the fuck am I paying for this shit then if I'm not getting any sort of help? And that's just, again, that's the reality we have to face. So for anybody who is currently going through this, who is going to age out soon, I hope that you know that there are options. Please look into your options. If you are under your parents' medical plan and if COBRA is something that you want to do under their plan, look into that. If you are low income and meet the requirements of your state to get state-based health insurance, please do that. If you're an older adult and you are about to retire or are retired already, look into Medicare. I know it helped my grandparents a lot. It still does. But I know, y'all, these are the conversations that we unfortunately have to have in this country. And I feel like I'm talking to a wall sometimes. And I literally am. There's a wall in front of me. But like, I hope that this video does resonate with some of you. I hope that none of you have to relate to this. I want to say that health insurance is one thing. But then you also have dental insurance and vision insurance. Those are two other things that can be part of your medical insurance as one package, but a lot of times are additional things, as if our teeth and our eyes were floating in the ether, weren't part of our bodies, wouldn't affect the rest of our bodies. It's just insanity that those things are not covered by general health plans. They're add-ons, essentially. It's like DLC, girl. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, girl? Like, yeah. So I hope that this gives you some insight into what's been going on. Again, I've been off of YouTube for other reasons that I don't want to go into. I'm looking forward to come back because I did not spend money on this camera, on this mic for nothing. I'm just livid right now and I'm just exhausted, especially with all the news coming out this year so far, domestically, internationally. It's just been a lot, guys. But I hope that after this video, I am able to make some of that fun content that I wanted to make. Now especially, I'm more committed to doing that. And yeah, so anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day and a good start to your year. Please make sure to do the things that you want to do. Don't give up on your goals. I know things are hard, but we got to stick together. My fellow 20-somethings especially, we got to keep the hustle up, you know. But also remember to take breaks when necessary, because girl, it's like running a marathon right now. It's a lot. So definitely take a break when you can and just keep going. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Till next time.